halos mabura sa mapa ang Ormoc. Sa tala ng nooy NDCC, mahigit 5,000 ang patay sa trahedya. Halos 300 naman ang sugatan. Deforestation o pagkakalbo ng mga kagubatan ang itinuturong dahilan noon ng malawang flash flood. Sa pangamba noong...
Nature's fury has no boundaries. Crops are damaged, properties destroyed, and at times, precious lives are lost. And there is little that we can do, except, paradoxically, face nature with nature. For nearly 4 decades, a Filipino forester scientist quietly works on the trees of Laguna, Bicol, Benguet, Palawan, all the way to Mindanao to discover and tap the full potential of select Philippine trees. His generosity passes on his knowledge on the technology of resin and bark harvesting to upland indigenous peoples, consequently prolonging the life of the Almasiga, Pili, and Benguet pine, thereby protecting communities from adverse weather conditions. Harvesting resins and barks also serve as a sustainable livelihood for the local communities.
What a beautiful world this will be. What a glorious time to be free.
For this native of Daet, Camarines Norte, the welfare of others is paramount.
Well, when I started out, the guided principle that really guided me was the strong sense of responsibility and, of course, discipline and commitment.
Scientist Ella has authored at least 3 books and written more than 30 papers on wood anatomy, utilization of resins, and technology on resin tapping and harvesting. He is unwavering with his dream to make a difference in the lives of people, especially the marginalized, everywhere.
For Filipino people, I would like to see them in self-sufficient, and especially when it comes to foods, and as possible to address or combat the results of these natural calamities by educating the people, especially on sustainable forestry. Well, to the TOEFL organizers, thank you very much for the recognition. Rest assured that I will treasure this award for the rest of my life. And they said that it's one of the most prestigious awards in the Philippines, and I'm very, very proud to receive this award. And of course, hindi po kayo nagkamali sa pagpili sa akin, and I'm very proud to receive this award. I received several awards in the last year, for the last decades, but that I will treasure this award, one of the most important one for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding Filipino for environmental protection and sustainable development, Dr. Arsenio P. Ella.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first awardee, Dr. Arsenio B. Elia.
The University of the Philippines, Diliman has an entire complex devoted for scientists and researchers studying the rumblings of a volatile Earth. It is in the National Institute of Geological Sciences building where Dr. Alfredo Mahar Francisco Lagmay's observation post is located. As Executive Director of the Nationwide Operational Assessments of Hazards, popularly known as Project NOAA, his team provides advanced information to the public to help mitigate the effects of geological hazards.
In my work, we try to have this interdisciplinarity. We build on the work of others. And hopefully in the future, the next generation will build on the work that we do today. In the line of work that we do in the earth sciences, in particular about disasters, we really want to build a culture of safety. And And that culture does not evolve over a day or two. It evolves over a long period of time. But we want science to guide that evolution of the culture of safety and preparedness.
His credentials are impeccable. His ways meticulous, demanding, and methodical.
I don't really think of it as being excellent. It's just doing the things in the way I think it's best done. It's just a normal day-to-day thinking of how you address a situation. Just do the best, think logically, think methodically, and do it step by step. And it turns out, if you do it logically, in a good way. When you think about things in the future, sometimes it's pre-planned. But what we want really to happen is to have a situation solved, if there's a problem, solved in a best way that you can. Stop thinking about negative things, just solve the problem. And it turns out that when you do these things in such manner, things turn out well.
There is still a lot of work to be done when it comes to mitigating the effects of the Earth's upheavals. And the first line of defense is information.
I know that information is never complete. When you do work, it is important that you are trying to seek out that knowledge and that information to be able to learn and improve and to work things out in a better way. And it is important to be creative, to have initiative, to learn that knowledge, and to be resourceful. It's not served in a silver platter.
The work of Project NOAA is formidable because through it, deaths due to unpreparedness for calamities and disasters can be minimized or prevented. The recognition of those in the forefront is appropriate and timely.
To the TOEFL organizers and the Insular Life people who gave this award, I'd like to thank you. The award is very much appreciated. But I'd like to say that I'm just probably a person who is in front of all the efforts that have been done with respect to the work that has been awarded. It's not really me. It's a collaborative effort. It's a team effort of all the people that have worked with me, not just for a particular project, but those also who have worked and taught me since I was young until what I am today. So it's really an award to be given to everybody, not just me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding Filipino for Geology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Alfredo Mahar Francisco A. Lagmay.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second awardee, Dr. Alfredo Mahar Francisco A. Lagmay.
I endorse with absolutely no reservation in the strongest possible terms the inclusion of Secretary Rogelio Singson. We nominate because of his impressive record in the private and government practice.
His equanimity, his focus, and determination have rallied countless others to help transform an organization's tarnished image into one that is efficient, above board, and above all, a deep spirit of service to the Filipino people. The industrial engineer that he is, his calibrated approach to transform organizations has to begin with the self, himself.
When I started in the career, I was very self-centered. Just wanted to have a comfortable life. I just wanted to have enough resources, and probably, as any young professional would want, konting riches, konting comfort. But when I took on a Christian life, I took on God as my Lord and Savior, that completely changed my perspective. So I became more willing to sacrifice. I took on less of myself and just willing to do more for others.
In less than 36 months, the Department of Public Works and Highways has surpassed many of its targets and has received accolades from both private and public institutions. But the man at the helm remains steadfast.
In terms of values and principles, it's still the same. I still have a very simple lifestyle. I still don't accept dinner engagements from contractors, from other groups. I only go to prayer meetings at night. So that's family time as far as I'm concerned, and time for God.
And for those who will also one day serve and lead the country, he admonishes the youth.
They have to excel in their particular career. They have to work hard, but more importantly, they have to develop personal integrity.
To stay on course, he popularized a mantra in the department: right projects, right cost, right quality, right people, and right on time. And for the award-giving body, he avers.
With TOEFL, I think it's very encouraging for people to be recognized for what they do and what they excel in. Sometimes it's really the affirmation of people that is lacking. So people sometimes feel that they are what they're doing is not being recognized, but awards like this just encourages people to do better.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding Filipino for government and public service, Department of Public Works and Highways, Secretary Rogelio L. Singson.
Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the President with his opening remarks, we would like to call on the 2013 TOEFL National Chairman, JCI Senator John G. Enerio.
I am proud to be a Filipino. These words were echoed in the halls of Congress on July 22, 2013, when His Excellency President Benigno C. Aquino III delivered his State of the Nation address. Welcome, Mr. President, to the 26 years edition of the Outstanding Filipino Award, or TOEFL. Solidly, TOEFL has become an institution born by many years of hard work and as a celebration of the time-honored tradition of excellence, dedication, and fidelity, exemplified by our senior heroes in the task of building a fair, free, peaceful society, and we salute the 2013 TOEFL awardees. Mr. Arsenio B. Elia, awardee for Environmental Conservation and Sustainable Development, Dr. Alfredo Mahar Francisco Lagmay, awardee for Geology and Earth Science, DPWH Secretary Rogelio Singson, awardee for Government and Public Service. They will be joining the 121 other Filipinos who were awarded by TOEFL for the past 25 years. JCI Senate Philippines and Insular Life Assurance Company Limited, cognizant of the importance of pursuing through the years the TOEFL award, unwaveringly believe on the value of Filipino excellence and social commitment, not only as a form of national recognition, but as a channel to inspire a whole generation of Filipino achievers to strive, to serve, and to shine in their respective fields of endeavors, knowingly or unknowingly by the public. In behalf of JCI Senate Philippines, an organization of a select group of men and women who in their own merits are recognized also by their outstanding achievements and contribution to Junior Chamber International, are thus conferred lifetime membership as JCI Senators. Let me emphasize that these men and women live by the JC Creed, which recognizes the giver and sustainer of life in enabling mankind to have a purpose-driven life, that brotherhood goes beyond the sovereignty of nations, that free enterprise embodies as the best form of economic justice, that a genuine government is run by laws, not by men, that the human person is where earth's treasure lies, and most importantly, service to humanity is the best work of life. Mr. President, Mr. Alion, George Lim, our 2014 President, TOEFL honorees, past TOEFL honorees, dignitaries, JCI Senators, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to each and everyone. Daghang salamat.
Marami rin pong salamat, JCI Senator John G. Enerio.
JCI Senate Philippines Insular Life Assurance Company Limited proudly present this citation as the 2013 Outstanding Filipino TOEFL honoree to Arsenio B. Elia, Environmental Conservation and Sustainable Development, for devoting 4 decades of his life studying wood anatomy at the Forest Products Research and Development Institute, for making vast scientific research contributions on sustainable methods of tapping the resin of various forest trees species that help improve the livelihood of local communities, and for helping prolong the life of trees, sustain and maximize resin production, and alleviate poverty among our indigenous communities. This citation is given this 29th day of January 2014 at the Insular Life Corporate Center, Insular Life Drive, PhilInvest Corporate City in Alabang, Muntinlupa City, Philippines. Signed, JCI Senator Hermine E. Arceo, 2013 National President. Signed, Mr. Vicente R. I. Leon, Chairman of the Board and CEO, the Insular Life Assurance Company Limited. Signed, JCI Senator John G. Enerio, National Chairman, TOEFL 2013 Awards Committee. Signed by me, Milito S. Salazar Jr., Chairman of the Board of Judges, TOEFL 2013. Alfredo Mahar Francisco A. Lagmay, for being an internationally acclaimed scientist and the Philippines' foremost authority on earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, and other natural disasters. For helping spearhead the Department of Science and Technology's project NOAA, which is Nationwide Operational Assessment of Hazard, that aims to help save people and property from the ravages of natural disasters, and for advocating the empowerment of communities that leads to the delivery of accurate, reliable, and timely information on disaster response and mitigation. Rogelio L. Singson, 2013 TOEFL Awardee, Government Public Service, for effectively turning around an agency that used to be the hub of corruption to one that sets the bar for honest and effective public service, for introducing crucial reforms in the Department of Public Works and Highways that led to billions of savings for the national government, and for staunchly advocating transformation and innovation in governance through transparency and accountability, management by mission, preferential option for the poor, and public-private partnership.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our guest of honor, we now call on the Secretary of the Presidential Communications Operations Office, the Honorable Herminio Sunny B. Coloma.
Friends, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III, President, Republic of the Philippines.
Maraming salamat po. Maupo tayo lahat. Secretary Sunny Coloma, Mr. Vicente Alion, Mr. Hermin Arceo, Mr. John Enerio, Mr. Mayo Jose Ongcinco, Mr. Melito Salazar Jr., of course, the Outstanding Filipino Awardees for 2013, Secretary Rogelio Singson, Dr. Mahar Lagmay, Mr. Arsenio Elia, former Associate Justice of the Supreme Court Adolfo Ascuna, members of the Junior Chamber International Inc., Philippines, officials and employees of Insurer Life, Congressman Pagdilao, former TOEFL awardees, fellow workers of government, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Meron po tayong kasabihan, kung gusto, may paraan, at kung ayaw, nagdadahilan. Karangalan ko pong makiisa sa inyo ngayon sa pagbibigay pugay sa tatlong individual na nagsabuhay ng kasabihan ito. Imbis na magdahilan o magsulong ng pansariling interes, ginusto nila Ginoong Arsenio Elia, Dr. Alfredo Mahar at kalihim Rogelio Singson na maglingkod sa kanilang mga kapwang Pilipino. Gumawa sila ng paraan upang makiambag sa pagpapabuti ng ating lipunan. Karapat-dapat nga po talaga silang matawag na outstanding ng mga Pilipino. Pag-usapan po natin sandali si Secretary Babe Singson. Komportable na ang kanyang buhay noon sa private sector. Mataas na ang kanyang posisyon. Pero nang tawagin natin siya upang sumabak sa serbisyong pampubliko, hindi niya sinabing, "Sir, pass muna ako. Iiwas na lang muna ako sa stress." Pumayag siyang mamuno sa Department of Public Works and Highways. Hindi birong sakripisyo ito, lalo na dahil may reputasyon na noon ang DPWH bilang isa sa pinakakorap na ahensya ng pamahalaan. Nang maupo bilang kalihim, hindi lang paglalatag ng semento at asfalto ang pinagabalahan niya. Nagpasimula siya ng isang panibagong kultura ng profesionalismo at katapatan. Dahil po dito, hindi bababa sa 19 bilyong piso ang natipid ng kanyang ahensya mula Hulyo 2010 hanggang Nobyembre 2013. Ito po ay nagmula dahil sa pagsasayos ng mga proseso ng bidding. Isipin lang po natin sandali kung ano ang katumbas niyan. Ang isang classroom po, tinatayang 800,000 piso ang halaga. Sa ganitong kwentahan, 23,750 classrooms pa ang katumbas ng natipid ng DPWH sa pamumuno ni Secretary Babes. Tunay nga po, kapag si Kalihim Babes ang pumirma sa isang proyekto, alam mong sulit ang gagastusin sa kaban ng bayan at hindi mapupunta sa bulsa ng kung sino lang. Kung babalikan ninyo ang mga ginawa kong sona nitong nakaraang mga taon, makikita niyo madalas kong ibida si Kalihim Babes. Hindi ako magsasawang magbigay ng papuri sa kanyang kakayahan na mapanatili ang mga nagawang positibo. Habang hindi natatakot na humarap sa mga bagong hamon at nagpapatupad ng mga reformang napapakinabangan ng maraming Pilipino sa literal na konkretong paraan. Alam po nyo kung meron man akong hindi nagustuhan kay Secretary Babes dahil pagkausap ko po sa telepono at sasabihin ko sa dulo, thank you Babes, marami pong nakalingon sa akin at iniisip ko sino ang kausap ko. Lalo na po media. Si Dr. Mahar Lagmay naman ang nagpakita sa atin kung paano magagamit ang teknolohiya upang mapangalagaan ang mamamayang Pilipino. Hindi po kalabisang sabihing revolusyonaryo ang kontribusyon ng Project NOAA na nabuo dahil sa pagsusumikap ni Dr. Lagmay sa ating kakayahang maghanda, tumugon at makabangon muli kapag tumama ang kalamidad. Ang mga bagay na wini-wido-wido at dinadaan sa tansyahan dati, naunawa na natin ng ayon sa totoo at mas mapagkakatiwala ang datos ngayon. Hindi na nga po kagulat-gulat na kinikilala na tayo sa buong mundo bilang ehemplo ng weather forecasting. Sa unang pagkakataon nga po, sa loob ng mahabang panahon, hinahangaan ang isang teknolohiyong inisip, plinalo at ipinatupad ng Pilipino dito sa Pilipinas para sa kapwa Pilipino. Para po talagang isang high-tech na people power ang Project NOAA. Pinagtagpo-tagpo nito ang kalamang hawak ng mga eksperto, local government unit at ahensya ng gobyerno upang magkaroon ng pakinabang sa kalakhang lipunan. Gusto ko rin pong sabihin na ang pagbibigay ng ganitong parangal kay Dr. Lagmay ay isa rin pagsaludo sa mga scientists at iba pang dalubhasa na piniling manatili sa Pilipinas at gamitin ang kanilang kaalaman at karanasan para sa pakinabang ng mga kapwa Pilipino. Samantala, si Ginoong Arsenio Elia naman na nagturo sa atin kung paano balansin ang pangangalaga sa kalikasan at ang pagtugon sa mga praktikal na pangangailangan ng mamamayan. Sa karanasan ko po, hindi madali ang pagkumbinsi ng ating mga kababayan tungkol sa pangangalaga sa kalikasan kung hindi tutugunan ang kanilang mga pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan. Sa isa sa maraming pananaliksik ni Ginoong Elia, nakahanap siya ng paraan para maparami ang ani ng resin sa mga puno ng almasiga nang hindi nagre-resulta sa agarang pagkamatay ng mga puno. Dahil mas marami ang ani, mas malaki ang halagang naiuwi ng ating mga kababayan. Bukod pa dito, nakatulong din ang pamaraang dinisenyo ni Ginoong Elia sa preserbasyon ng mga punong almasiga. Ang ganitong solusyon ay maaari lamang manggaling sa isang ekspertong malalim ang kaalaman, hindi lamang sa kanyang larangan, kundi pati na rin sa mga komunidad na maaaring makinabang sa kanyang mga matutuklasan. Sa tulong ni Kalihim Babe Singson, Dr. Mahar Lagmay, Ginoong Arsenio Elia, nasusukli natin ang pagtitiwalang pinagkaloob sa atin ng mga mamayan noong 2010. Idagdag na rin po natin, lalo na ngayon lumalalim ang diskurso ng climate change at disaster risk sa buong mundo. At nasa sentro ng usaping ang ating bansa. Hindi pa po tapos ang inyong trabaho. Sa paggawa man ng mga kalsada at tulay na hindi agad-agad magigiba ng sakuna, sa paggamit ng teknolohiya upang alamin ang mga nakabadyang kalamidad, sa paghubog ng mga komunidad gamit ang agham upang makiambag sa kinabukasang ligtas at nangangalaga sa kapaligiran, inaasahan pa rin po kayo. Naway magpatuloy po ang inyong paglilingkod at ipamahagi ninyo ang inyong kaalaman upang dumami pa ang mga Pilipinong tutugon sa mga hamon ng kinabukasan. Patunay po kayong tatlo. Mula man sa magkakaibang larangan, iisang ating layunin ang makapaglingkod sa mga Pilipino at makapagdala ng malawakan at pangmatagalang pagbabago sa Pilipinas. Para sa akin, ganyan ang ibig sabihin ng outstanding. Nagpapakahusay, hindi para sa sarili, kundi para sa mas nakakarami. Ginawa ang lahat upang ang maipamana sa susunod na salinlahi ng Pilipino ang isang lipunang masagana, hitik sa pagkakataon at tumatamasa ng malawakang kaunlaran. Alam po nyo, talagang itong tatlo nating awardees ngayon, kung ating pong iisipin talaga, kung kanya-kanya ang ginawa, hindi humagakampanan ang kanyang obligasyon. Nandiyan sa pangangalaga ng ating kagubatan, pag tuloy natin pabayaan to, siyempre dagsa ang flood, dadami po ang kailangan ma-monitor ni Dr. Manghas na siya namang magsasabi kay Secretary Singson kung ano pa ang dapat kumpunihin. Kung kanya-kanya, pare-pareho silang papalpak. Dahil nagtulungan, talaga naman pong nagkakaroon tayo ng hitik na solusyon na talaga naman pamatagalan. Gusto ko rin po pasalamatan lahat ng nangasiwa nitong ating pong awarding ceremony. Alam po nyo sa gobyerno, parang kadalasan ang karapatan mo na lang ay ma-criticize. Ngayon po, nare-recognize. At hindi na po para sa akin, pero dito nga ho sa tatlo at iba pang kawani ng gobyerno na talaga naman pong ginagawa ang tama para sa kapwa Pilipino. Magandang araw po. Maraming salamat sa inyo.